Yeah, hello again. I was getting some questions also in reference to what I call sims or simulations, what they are, kind of what their purpose is, and kind of what's going on with that. So I wanted to elaborate a little bit more on that concept. The idea of sims is that they are simulations. They are computer generated type simulations. They are background players. They fill in. Those are the people that you see when you're driving down the road. They're working in their yard. They're in the stores when you go to the stores. They're the other people that you see around in the scenes that you're not interacting or really even dealing with. If you watch a movie, if you watch any of the new movies that they have, you're always going to see background players in the movie. They're there to help portray the essence of the movie. They help to make the experience more real by having a role that they're playing in the background versus the main character. And that's what we have a lot of in this reality. We have, they're Sims. They are programs that are generated to play a certain role, to do a certain thing, and they cannot evolve or move beyond that role, that program that they are involved in. Those are some of the people that you can talk to sometimes, and if you start to give them concepts about awakening, if you start to talk to them about other outside type of programs, they're essentially just going to look at you because they have no understanding of what you're talking about. It is not part of their programming. People who are going to be awakening, having it happen within themselves is not something they have to get from someone else. Now, you will get activations and information from others as well, but you've already got it going on inside. You already know that there's something more and you're seeking it. Whereas these beings that are sims, they have no desire to seek anything beyond themselves. They're also the zealots. They are the over enthusiastic. They are the diehards when it comes to programs like religion, politics, and all of the major programs out there. They are the ones that are standing up and shouting and preaching, and you would look at them and say, wow, they have a really strong conviction. They really believe and accept what it is they're talking about. And in a sense they do, because that is their program, and they're designed in order to bring others into the fold. It's kind of a not so much a mass consciousness, more of it is a peer pressure kind of a concept. When you start seeing all these other people who are doing the same program, then a lot of people will be subject to peer pressure. It's not nice. It's not really the mass consciousness, but more of the peer pressure. They will accept it because there's so many people that seem to be doing it and are so enthusiastic about it that, well, it must be real. It must be something that's it's valid to follow. So people will be drawn into it, and that is part of the purpose of what these simulations are for. Um, Again, they're all over the place. They're all the background players. They are simply programs. They are not real beings, but they're necessary. They're all playing a role. They're filling in the things they need in order to make your reality experience more real. If you were just here by yourself, you really wouldn't have much of an experience because you need that interaction. You need that reflection back from others, because a lot of times what you're getting back from others is a reflection of you, a reflection of what your beliefs, the programs you're still attached to. You're going to see that coming back to you from others. They always talk about the idea that if someone has a problem with you, it's not your problem, it's their problem. Well, and that's kind of what it is. It's your problem if you have a problem with some of these other things. It's because you're still attached to the programs. And that is the role of what these sims are. They're there to make our experience more real and to fill in, I guess it really is all it is. But they are programs, and they cannot move beyond where they are. They just simply do not have the program to be able to do that. And once you start talking to other people, you're going to be able to see these people and recognize them. That they're just gonna look at you because they cannot understand what you're talking about. I've had people that I've talked to that started telling me about what's going on with them, and I hadn't even asked, but they just started telling me about what was going on with them, and some of the things that they were saying. They expected a certain response from me that would be considered normal from other people, and because I recognized the program that this person was not real that they were a sim and what they were doing, I purposely did not respond appropriately as would be considered normal and societally judged the right way to be. I didn't respond at all to their program. And what happened was after they went through their spiel the very first time, because I hadn't responded properly the way they had anticipated and for them to get the sympathetic energy that they wanted, they started going through the entire program all over again, just repeating everything because I hadn't responded. I didn't respond again the second time, so they left. Again, these people are really, they're easy to recognize once you start paying attention, looking at them. So anyway, just it's background plays that are going on out there, just something to be aware of and kind of notice as you're going around when you start to get frustrated sometimes with people, kind of look at it. They may very well just be a program designed to do exactly what they're doing. Thank you.